Hello, this is Peter here from House and Hill Software, and today I'm going to give you a quick whistle-stop tour of all the great things that we have been working on in 2023, and we'll also look forward to 2024 and talk about our roadmap. But first things first, I would like to say a big thank you to all our customers who have been supporting House on the Hill this year. We would like to wish you a very Merry Christmas. So, there we go. We'll start off today by looking at our MS Teams integration. And as you can see here in front of my screen, you can see MS Teams. And if we look to the left-hand side, you can see what we call here our Hothbot, which is our MS Teams integration. This can be accessible for all your customers or your end users. And they can simply click on this icon and they can then access this bot here and start interacting with the service desk. So, as you can see here, we have your typical MS Teams feed, like a conversation feed. And at the bottom here, within the little kind of text bar, we can create a new ticket. So if we click on Create New Ticket, we have this simple pop-up window for all your end users and customers to create tickets within the service desk. As we're here, we'll do a simple one. And of course, the classic is to say, laptop is not working. And we'll copy that there, and we'll put that one there as well, and say it fell down the stairs. Sorry. Unhappy face. And now we can create the ticket. Simple. And a little think. And away we go. Your ticket has been logged, reference number 80. So there we go. That's for how quickly and simply a end user customer can create a ticket from within MS Teams. But that's only the first thing that our MS Teams integration can do. If now we flip into our service desk and we see what that created, if we flip into this screen here, we can see our service desk. And if we look around here, it might look a little different. We've been working on our user experience and our UI over 2023. And if we look here, we can see we've created 2 new today. We can click here and we can see our 2 tickets have been raised today. And there is the one I have just created via MS Teams. Laptop is not working, fell down the stairs, sorry. So if we look at this ticket now, this has been created from MS Teams. As you can see, the channel is MS Teams here. So we know where it's come from, whether it's come from a self-service portal or email or manually created. We know where our tickets are being raised, and then we can start to see the trends there as well. Very important, especially if you want to drive people into new channels, so you can free up your staff to work on more important tasks. So if we look down the left-hand side, we can see this is a new improved form. We can see here the user information. Who are they? I didn't type this in. This has all been pre-populated from the MS Teams integration. We know who the user is, the name, Dave Angel, if you're a Fast Show fan. We know their email address. This is the most important thing here. We know their email address, which is linked to their Teams account. We know the information, numbers and departments. We also can find out what asset this is. So this is a laptop not working. So I'm guessing it's going to be this Dell laptop here. We already know it's been categorized as an IT hardware issue. I haven't touched this. This has been pre-automated to detect it as a hardware issue and a laptop type as well for subtype. We then, of course, have our typical categories on the left-hand side, status, impact, minors, priorities. You can preset all these as part of your automation rules as well, which we'll talk about a little further down the line. Of course, summary descriptions been captured from the MS Teams message. And on the right-hand side here now, we've got our new expandable kind of accordion style component boxes to help kind of condense our ticket screens to focus on the main areas we want. So we have at the top here our new SLA component box, which you can open up and you can see things like our Scoville scale, how hot the ticket is getting in terms of its SLAs. Is it going to be breaching anytime soon? So it's very handy to see where you're at in your ticket life cycle. This is a nice new integration and a nice new feature that we've built. This is our knowledge base linking from within a ticket itself. Because this is a laptop issue that has been categorized as, we can now filter and suggest the knowledge base articles all around laptops. And every single article from the knowledge base around laptops are now pumped into the ticket itself, and you can pick them as your solutions for your tickets. So whether it be a laptop USB port issue or just this broken image of a laptop, you can then pump those into the solution field there, which is really handy, especially if you want to flip around the different types. You can see printer, you can see the printer knowledge base articles, which are now being generated off this category selection here. Flip back to knowledge to the laptop. So a powerful new feature for enriching your tickets with information from the knowledge base directly into your solutions. Very handy if you have, lots of preset kind of responses you can add into your knowledge base and then feed them directly into the solutions as well. So that's great. Okay, so what else we got here? On the right hand side, we're going to stay on the Teams theme. We can see here we have our Teams chat. So if we open this up, and we have our Teams chat. So now we can chat directly with the end user who created the ticket in their team channel. They stay in Teams, we stay in the ticket. That's the most important thing here. So Teams chat. Hello, Dave. We send him a little message. And there we go. Little pop-up notification on the right-hand side. We have our Hello, Dave Teams chat. We can click into the Teams chat here. And we can see this is relating to ticket number 80. Here's the details of the ticket, message from me as the agent, and this is the description from ourselves. And now Dave can reply back, hello, sorry about breaking my laptop. Can I have a new one? And you can send a reply here. We go back here into our main ticket screen. The response is sent directly back into the ticket itself. So this is a real fast way of conversing with your end users that, before you might have been using your email channels or in the note sections of the tickets to converse. You can now do it directly from within a ticket into their teams. So a real nice way of having that one-to-one communication, a real nice personal touch when you're supporting your customers. So that's if we talk about the main three things that our MS Teams integration can do, you can create tickets from MS Teams. They can be for any user within your organization. You can then chat with them directly from within a ticket. This chat is stored. So this is a per chat ticket is saved to the chat is saved per ticket basis. So it's all saved within the audit trail. So when another agent comes in, you can see what has been discussed with the end user. And you can see which agent has been discussing with it as well within the audit trail. So it's really handy to not have to scroll back through time in MS Teams messages to find your solutions to tickets that were raised a year ago. They're all saved on the ticket and very auditable. And then the last one is we have our push notifications. So you can see then the push notifications coming through on our conversation. You can also get push notifications through for any triggers within the service desk. Any email triggers, any status triggers, you can have a push notification. This could be very helpful for major incident processes where you need to let a large number of the team about a major incident that has occurred, and they can all get the notifications that way as well. So this is this is brand new for 2023, our MS Teams integration. Of course, we're building on our roadmaps for MS Teams, and stay in the loop and follow our channels and our socials, and we'll make sure you keep up to date with what's coming new down the line. So next thing to show you on our improvements is around our request management. So a big thing we have which you use the Service Desk for is the request management, such as within the self-service portals. So if we go to the top here, we can see our newly spruced dashboard. And if we use this handy new drop down for dashboards here, we can look into the self-service portal. So this self-service portal might look a little different to your ones, but if we look down here, we can see our request forms. So each one of these requests can have its own individual form, workflow, categorizations, assignees, which process does it go into, which folder does it go into. And so if we click on this one here for a hardware issue, or maybe not that hardware one, we'll go on this access one. It pulls up the custom access request form. So what we found is when working with in-house on the Hill is that you would have to put these fields onto your main ticket form to see the information that's been provided by the end user or the customer. But we have now improved this process, so you don't need to include these fields. We just automatically bring this information directly into the ticket itself. So if, for example, here, if on this laptop, the one I created before, you can see the end user form component. So no matter what end user form has been used, whether it be through the MS Teams form or any of the access forms or customized forms from your self-service portals, all the information from the end user is captured in this component here. So you don't need to spend a long amount of time, editing these main ticket forms. You don't have to create copies, and it makes the whole process a lot quicker and easier of how you create request forms. You just need to focus on the one form now. You don't have to focus on 2 or 3 forms, and then it gets pumped automatically into the ticket itself. So it will save you a ton of time and will make life a lot easier. So this is a great new feature, and this is also talking about our automations as well. So we're talking about automations from automations came out in 2022, I'm pretty sure, and it's been a really popular feature within House on the Hill. And if we look here in our email settings, we have our automation rules. So this is where you can design and curate your automations. We have various automation channels which you can then design these around, such as your email. So any inbound emails you can decide to create rules around. You can also do it via the self-service. So if an end user creates just a blank self-service ticket, you can then design those around there as well. And we also have, importantly, the MS Teams integration as well. So you can look on here for MS Teams around laptop rules, pick up keywords of laptops. We can then design and categorize them accordingly and decide which process it can go into as well. So does it fall into the problem management? Is it a change request? Does it need to be raised for the cab? Is it for the facilities team? Things like that. So automation is a big part of what we do within the product, and it's been a very powerful tool as well. And a lot of our service desks are seeing great use from this. So as we're looking on the screen now, you can see lots of hot tickets. Ones from my demos that have lapsed and they're now falling. You see lots of laptops. You can see I got very creative with my tickets. But this is a breach ticket now. You can see it's all red and breached, and our SLAs are breached. So a nice, clear visualization of where your tickets are at, which is nice. And if we go back to our self-service portal, we can also have a look at some of the UX enhancements here as well. If we look on here, we can view our printer issues. So if we use this major big search bar, we can filter on the knowledge base items, and then we can also filter on our IT service requests as well, which is a nice way to filter the dashboard as well. We also have automatic filters to filter the whole self-service portal dynamically on the fly, which I need to turn on for this demo. So you can filter for the whole system here. As you know, all these self-service portals can be designed, they can have your branding on them, and a very important integral part of service desk world. Okay, so if we look at this main dashboard, you can see a few changes which you might like to see. We have our new drop downs here. We've got our new add news, so you can quickly select which process you want to be creating a new ticket in, whether it be in the ticketing incident processes, problem or change. This can be for any of the folders we have, products we have within the system here. We also have our nice easy views into all our dashboards. So you can quickly select the dashboard you want to see, whether it be KPI metrics, the asset dashboards, the facilities dashboard, the HR dashboard. You can quickly drill down into the dashboards here to see them. We have our new ticket views, nice and easy. Service updates, we have our updated components here to quickly view all of the statuses of your services there, which can be relayed back to the end users on their self-service portals. And you can also have planned maintenance. You can have linked to your assets or the services, and which means you can create any problems records off that as well, such as the email service goes offline here. We'll have to create a problem record, link it to some tickets, and then link it to the affected assets as well. So they're all contained in the service portfolio here. We have our workboard. These are all drag and drop, of course. You can flip between the statuses here and move your tickets around accordingly. And you can also filter on your teams of the workboard here as well. Scrolling down, we have our little Merry Christmas here from all of us at House on the Hill on our wallboard, so you can post up messages, important information very easily with rich text on our wallboards here. And also we have our classic timelines. And of course, you can always add on any reporting information onto these systems. So other things that we have now within House on the Hill, we have our updated accessibility widget, which I've not turned on this system, but I'll make sure to include within. I'll be sending this out via a mail shot to all our customers, so you can see our new accessibility integration, which allows people who need service desk enhancements to view text better, have better contrast ratios, have dark modes, things like that. It's a really handy widget for especially putting on your self-service portals for where lots of users with different needs have access to the software. Okay, we also have our notification centers up here. Which is a new area where you can see quickly viewed notifications within the service desk and remove them as well. So you can, all your services information notifications are all driven into this notification center here, which is nice, which is a new feature of 2023. And also we'll have a quick look at our compliance suite now. Well, as you know, House on the Hill is built, is built heavily around our enterprise service desk model. How our software has been used in many different ways by our customers for multi-departmental, whether it be facilities management or project management or HR or finance or talent, procurement. Our software can be used for the different service desks that those teams need to manage their requests and their incidents and their support queries for those teams. So one thing that we are working with our ComplyKey parent group is around compliance. So we can have a quickly look at our compliance suite here. So very familiar for our customers who with House on the Hill, so many of our local authorities, public authorities who use our software will use it for compliance for things such as data request management. So this can be around freedom of information, subject access requests, environmental requests. So much like you raise a ticket for your IT teams, you can raise requests for your data compliance teams, your data protection teams, and they can manage them in a similar process, such as tracking deadlines, and the legalities that go behind that, the legislations and the compliance which they had to adhere to with the laws of GDPR and things like that. So there's lots here to explore within our compliance product. Other things such as data breaches and information governance, complaints and compliments that come into organizations and the service desks. You can have business inquiries, protected disclosures, the safeguarding, which is very important. You can have risk registers and data protection impact assessments, control registers, statement of applicabilities, recording of processing activities. This is all around recording softwares and the data held within organizations. So you've got a record of that, and persistent complainants as well. So this is a whole world of data compliance products that we can support within our software. And it's a very powerful tool for things such as public portals that can be used on your websites for quickly accessing requests. You know, I would like to log a new FOI request with the organization. I would like to log a complaint. I would like to see the disclosure log of information from within our organization that can be publicly digested from within the portal. So this is a great tool. It is growing in popularity, and I do encourage you to reach out to the House and Hill team if you would like to learn more about managing and improving the way you do data protection within your organization, because we are seeing a lot more focus on the importance in this day and age with how you manage data correctly. So that's just a nice whistle-stop tour of our ESM, our ITSM products, and also our compliance products as well. So if we look forward to 2024, we've got some exciting new roadmap items to look at. If you go to our website at houseonthehill.com and you go to our About, you can view our roadmap there. You can see what we're working on. So we are continually doing our multi-departmental enhancements. How can you grow the service desk to suit the needs of multiple departments within your organization? Of course, we provide you with the out-of-the-box products such as IT service management, incident problem changes around the ITIL frameworks. We also provide you for project management. We provide you for facilities management, customer service. We do the FOIs. We do all the compliance and all the different multi-departmental. But the nice thing about House on the Hill is that our customers are, as they become more aware of the product and the power that it has within it, is that they can create their own departmental service desks. So we encourage you to be creative with your service desks, and we're always looking to improve how you manage multiple service desks within our product to make it easier to report on these service desks. How can you segregate the different teams within the product? UX accessibility enhancements we've touched on today with we have our partnership with Userway accessibility integrations, and we're also continually improving our UX of the product. We've been in business for 30 years, so we're always having to enhance our product, or else we'd still be shipping you out floppy disks. That's no fun, even though the floppy disks still work. Happy days. But we'll also look into self-help enhancements via self-service portals. Feedback enhancements are coming up next, and how we can better integrate our feedback center. But the big one is AI and chatbots. We've got a big project going on at the moment to, of course, everyone knows AI is hot on everyone's agenda. And we are, of course, taking part in the big dynamic shifts we're seeing within the technological landscapes, and we're going to be a part of that journey as well. So please stay in touch with our teams, and there will be news very shortly. Okay, so that is me. So we've had lots of good stuff today, this morning. I wish you all a very Merry Christmas, and please do get in touch with me, with pbroadhead at houseonthehill.com, and I'll be more than happy to walk through these features. We can talk through your roadmaps. We can look at how we can integrate some of these new features I've shown you today within your service desk. Me and the team are very happy. Oh, meetings are starting, so therefore I better say Merry Christmas to you all and have a great new year, and look forward to